Welcome to your daily focus for June the 27th, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now let's turn to the cards and see what they have to say about the energy that surrounds us and how to use it in a positive way in order to move forward on our path. And who do we start with today? Oh, we start with the Nine of Wands. This is a beautiful full moon kind of energy. Because behind us are the wands representing the path that we have walked up till this point in time. The sun is rising, a new day is dawning, and we're still kind of sitting in the shadow. So we pick up this new wand, we pick up this path that we want to step into, who we want to become, what we want to create, invent. And it's an accumulation of all the paths that we have walked to this point. And we take all that knowledge, all that wisdom, and we go forward. So when we have this full moon energy, of course, we're in the shadows. We're not ready to step forward yet. We're not ready to begin this path, but we have the courage and we are grounding ourselves. We are grounding ourselves in the knowledge of what we can do. So today would be a question to meditate or to reflect on, okay, so how much time do I really have to move forward in this direction? Whether it's love, romance, health, well-being, career, money, finances, something perhaps you want to do in the community or grow your stature in the community, whatever it is, whatever your passion, your dream is. Do I have time? Where do I have time? How can I restructure my routine so I have more time? Or perhaps it's finances and money. Or do I have the support of other people around me? And can I tap into their talents and abilities to really create something wonderful, magnificent? Do I have enough energy? How can I increase my energy? What simple habits can I change in my life, or parts of my routine can I change to give myself more energy so I have more drive to move forward in a new direction? When we're taking the accumulation of all of our wisdom and all of our knowledge, of course we have to tap into it. And it will give us the answers that we need. It will give us those aha moments. It will give us those sparkles of enlightenment to how we can proceed, how we can go forward. And sometimes, and many times, it's about closure. It's about leaving parts behind. It's about allowing healing in. It's about allowing endings to flow in our life and embrace those endings as ways of allowing new energy in. We have the Queen of Pentacles sitting right in the middle. It might be a little hard to have this energy today, so watch your spending, your overindulgence, absolutely. You are the queen here. You do hold the pentacle. So it's gaining your abundance through passion, love, creativity. And I think those things will all be hindered today because she sits in the middle here. So it may be hard to get to this point, so we have to consciously change our thoughts, change what we're doing, be mindful at least of what we're doing. That we are moving with a passion, we're moving through with love, we're moving through with an independence. You're a queen, you know that you can do this, you know that you can move forward, you know that you can rely on yourself. There's an independence here, and there's a beauty around you that you can create. Although I don't think we're going to be feeling it. I think we'll be feeling the opposite. I think a little bit of that self-doubt might trickle in today. Or we might overspend today. So if you're spending on worthwhile things, but I think you should still think it over. Revisit it in 24 hours. See if you still need that in your life. Or could you get more value spending it elsewhere? And we have the Eight of Wands. And this is asking us to expand our dreams. To not care so much of where the wand is going to land, but that we are sending out many wands. And it could go in any direction. And we're open to anything that comes our way. Anything that can be. I think our energy for the day is an 8. So our numerology for the day, June 27th, 2011. Or 2018 comes to an 11. And then tomorrow for the full moon, we have a 9. So that's powerful when we have the numerology of endings, completion. And so we're working our way towards that. But with the 8, it's about our empowerment and tapping into our empowerment and knowing that we can go any which way we want in life. We can create, we can step into whatever path we choose for ourselves. But we have to have a belief. We have to have a belief of ourselves that we can do it, that we've mastered certain things in our life. And it's the accumulation. And the one story that keeps coming up is the story of Fatima. And she was, she grew up spinning threads and ropes of all kinds of beautiful colors with her father. And her father said one day, it's time to go and meet a husband for you. And she was, okay, let's go. And while they were out in the ship, a storm came. And she was, let me get the story right. She was taken captive and sold as a slave. And somebody took pity and said she'd probably have a better life with me. So she went and lived with this man, and he gave her shelter, and she made large tarps, coarse cloth. And as she was sailing with them, she was stolen by pirates, and they took her, and she had to make mass. And every time she thought, okay, this is my life, this is something else tragic would happen, she'd be ripped from that society and put into another society and had to learn all over again some new talent. And one day they were out in the pirate ship, and the pirate ship, of course, crashes, and she lands on the shores of China. And little did she know, as she was the only survivor crawling up on the shore, but there was a tale in China that a woman would show up who could make these extraordinary houses called tents. And some warriors came down the path, and they spotted her and said, we have to take you to the emperor. And the emperor said to her, do you know how to build a tent? And she says, well, yeah, I could do that. And they go, okay, what do you need? And she goes, well, first I need large, coarse material. And they said, well, we don't have anything like that. And she says, well, I can make it. If you give me the stuff, I can make it. And she showed people how to make this coarse cloth. And then she says, okay, now we need some tough rope. And well, we don't have that kind of rope. Well, I'll show you how to spin the rope. And so they went to work and spun the rope that she would need for the tents. And then she says, okay, all I need now are some really long posts. And they said, well, we don't have anything like that. We don't know how to create something like that. And she says, then I will show you. And she created this most beautiful tent for all to see. And the emperor said, my goodness, you have created such a masterpiece. What can I do for you? And she thought, well, what can you do for me? I started out many years ago looking for a husband. He said, marry me. And she says, okay, I'll marry you. And the moral of the story is, each time her life seemed to flip upside down, she learned something new that didn't look like it attached to anything else. And at the end of her journey, she was ready to marry the emperor. She was gifted marrying the emperor by putting all those unique talents and ability together as one. And so what are the different things that you've picked up in your lifetime? Because it's accumulated now to a new path where you can use different parts of your energy, of your talents, of your abilities to put together your masterpiece, to marry your emperor. to find your abundance in life. Let's get an affirmation card. So it's really, I think, a large part of it is taking the time to reflect today on how you can go forward. I think we have the sun sitting across from Saturn today, and we have the moon probably conjunct then with Saturn or very close to it. And so I think our self-expression may be blocked a little bit. And so we need to unplug a little bit and allow for that personal growth, and that, there might be a seriousness with our thinking, with our emotions, with what we want. So it would be a good time to reflect on, how do I have the energy? How do I have the time? How do I have the support? Where is it? How can I gain it if I don't have it? What steps can I take? And it may show you some areas of your life where you need closure or some kind of completion, or maybe just some healing. And don't worry so much about where you're going the end of the day, because we have the Eight of Wands here saying just shoot towards the future. Those wands will land somewhere, and it'll lead you in the right direction. It'll bring you towards your goals, your dreams, your desires. Look at this. We have the Empress showing up today. That's strong energy for us. The Empress shows up, and she's all about fertility. It's a wonderful time to give birth to new ideas and experiences. Nourishment is assured as I step into a new version of myself. My life is rich and ripe with possibility that I can manifest and create. I am a powerful co-creator, and life loves me right now. My world is brimming with potential and infinite possibility that will manifest for all of the highest good. So yes, when you shoot those wands, when you shoot your thoughts, your hopes, your dreams, your desires to the heavens, know that your world is brimming with potential and infinite possibility. Not just, I hope to get to point B, but let's see where it leads. Let's see where I go. Let's see what becomes of this. So many people are so afraid that if they step forward in a direction that everything behind them disappears. And we know that's not the case, because here's our wands standing there like a wall of fortitude protecting us, waiting for us if we need to return to it. We'll get a wise animal card here. So, I mean, that's a beautiful... Let's go back to that for a second, because I kind of went fast on it. But, nourishment is assured. So know that you are cared for. Know that you are taken care of. Know that you are surrounded by angels, spirit guides. That God is watching over you, or whatever you put the name to. That divine energy that surrounds you. Source. The universe. I step into a new version of me. Today I step into a new version of me. And our animal shows up and says, what's our animal? Blessings. Know what you already have. Know what already surrounds you. And maybe that's part of that tapping into your intuition, meditation, prayer, reflection, of saying, well, I do have time. If I move this over here and that over there, I have more time available to do what I want to do, to create the new me. Or perhaps if I join this group because they're like-minded and they like the same thing that I do, and I want to go in that direction, maybe I will find the support I need there, and maybe even more knowledge. So pay attention to what already surrounds you, of how you can work with whatever surrounds you right now to move you forward. Blessings, gratitude, and thanks. Feeling gratitude is not expressing it. Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. It's a perfect opportunity to create peace within your soul. so that gratitude is pure and there is forgiveness from the past by looking at the now and then creating the future. Begin a new tradition. Maybe create a gratitude tree. Write down a few things that you are grateful for each day. Hang it on the tree as a reminder. Go around your dinner table and express thanks, not just on Thanksgiving. Create a gratitude journal. Whatever you want to express your gratitude to spotlight whatever way you want to express your gratitude to spotlight your blessings, do it so that there is a constant reminder around you, so that you can see that you are blessed even when you feel otherwise. And I think today a little bit of self-doubt will come in with the Queen sitting in the middle there in the struggle area. So know that you are blessed. Start writing things down of how you are blessed. If I asked you right now to write down 10 things that you are grateful for, and some of you have heard me say it before, so that's kind of cheating, and then I said stop. I do hope that you put you on the top of your list, that you are grateful for you, your talents, your ability, your beauty, your heart, your compassion, your empathy. I hope you see the magic that lays within you and how you can go forward. This is a strong full moon, I feel. It's a strong full moon because it's really asking us to reflect on that 11 energy. It's asking us to make that commitment, to be determined, to prove that we want what we want, to take steps in that direction even if it is uncomfortable or unknowing. So know that you are the truest blessing on your path forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.